What is going on, guys? Nando Prince 93 here with another video, and today we're going to talk about why the Apple Watch, the original 42mm Apple Watch, is still probably the best and most affordable option for a fitness tracking device. Nando Prince here again with another quick video, and this one's going to be kind of an interesting one because about 2 weeks ago, actually look at that, exercise goal achieved. About 2 weeks ago we moved and we both wanted to get back into working out, and I was thinking to myself, hey, let me look into a Fitbit, into some sort of fitness tracker, you know, something new to get me motivated to go back to the gym. And then I started looking at some, and you know, the nice Fitbit ones, they're like $150 to $250. There's some other cool third-party ones that claim to do a bunch of awesome stuff. You know, you have your Samsung watches, also Android Wear watches, and they just all seem very expensive, right? Because they did a lot more than just be my fitness tracker. Like, I didn't want any notifications. I didn't want to surf the web on the actual, you know, watch itself. So I had this Apple Watch. This isn't even a Series 1. This is like the original Apple Watch that came out, I think in 2015, I want to say. Early 2015. And I hadn't used it in about 3 years. So what I did, I put it to charge. I still had the charger. It took about, I'm not going to lie, it took about 3 hours for the charger to actually finally kick in. So I guess it needed to kind of reboot itself and get back to where it was. And I have been loving this as a fitness tracker. I know people love their Apple Watches. They love, you know, closing those rings, closing those circles, you know, the standing, your step circles, and of course, the amount of physical activity you're doing. So I've been really enjoying it because it does get me, you know, when it tells me to stand up, I stand up and stuff like that. But again, I'm using this as a fitness watch and only a fitness watch. I think the only notifications I've allowed to go on here are the Domino's tracker, which I know is kind of hypocritical to be eating Domino's and working out, and also my sports teams. Not just sports teams in general, just if something happens with my specific sports teams, it shows up. But other than that, no other notifications are on. You know, no Instagram, no text, no YouTube, nothing. And again, I've been loving this watch for what I need it for. It's still very accurate. The battery, as you guys can see, it's at 52%. And I wear it from 6 a.m. to about 10 p.m. So right now it's been 13 hours and I'm still more than half my battery, which is very impressive for a device that's 4 or 5 years old. You can still use a bunch of different, you know, scenes, and I forget what they're called, instances that you can use in order to customize your watch. It still works with your watch app on your phone. One thing that I will say is if you do get the original one, not the Series 1, the original one does, the farthest support it gets in terms of Watch OS is 4.3.2. So you can't get Watch OS 5 and the new Watch OS 6 that's coming out, which again, to me, not a huge deal because it does add adds a few more things functionality wise. But again, this isn't as waterproof as the new ones, so the swimming options workout wise don't really help me. This is not an LTE one, so the whole GPS tracking, not a big deal for me. I don't store anything on here besides a couple apps, as you guys can see. If we can pull it up, it keeps resetting because I'm not wearing it. But as you guys can see, I have pretty much just the stock apps. And the only one I really use are the workout ones, the alarm one, and the watch, or not the watch, the wallet app, to be able to pay for stuff at checkout. But other than that, I think you can find one of these anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks. I know Amazon has them brand new. I don't really know what that means, because how do you have a brand new device that's about 4 years old, 5 years old? They sell them for about $125. And it works great. It beats, you know, getting a Fitbit, which is $200. It beats buying the Apple Watch series, whatever they're on. I think they're on 4 or 5, which starts at $400 for the bigger one. This is the 42mm one. And again, I love it. I still have a bunch of bands that work with this watch. I just keep the regular, you know, I guess athletic one on. But again, I love this thing. It's still very accurate to my surprise. It's still pretty fluid. Sometimes it's a bit choppy, but again, for something that I haven't used in 3 years, and with the amazing battery life it has, it's kind of insane that these things still work. And that's why, again, I'm no like Apple fanboy, but a lot of my apps are Apple, or a lot of my products are Apple, just because they work, right? And they work for a long time. And that's something that Apple definitely has on top of all other tech brands. Their phones last the longest and they have the most support in terms of updates. Like, I think you can still have an iPhone 5e or 5S or whatever you want to call it, and it still gets it'll still get iOS 13 when it comes out, which is unbelievable. So that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully this helps somebody, you know, make a decision. It's definitely a good money saver. Again, like I said, this is an OG, so as you guys can see, there is a little bit of wear and tear on it. But other than that, it works amazingly. So that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. You guys can see the little paw right there. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace.